Emotional stamina is the ability to stay calm, composed, and strong even in the face of challenges, emotional upheavals, or stressful situations. It's about building a resilience that helps you maintain balance, no matter what life throws at you. Through the spiritual teachings of Buddhism, we can learn practical ways to cultivate this emotional strength, enabling us to live with greater peace and clarity. In this video, we will explore 7 key lessons that guide us on how to build emotional stamina and stay strong always. Lesson 1. Cultivate emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the first thing that you need to do to build emotional strength. Being emotionally intelligent means being aware of your feelings, knowing what makes them happen, and learning how to deal with them in a healthy way. Mindfulness, or being fully present and aware in every moment, is a key part of building emotional intelligence that is stressed in Buddhist teachings. In Buddhism, we are told to be aware of our feelings without judging them. It's not a good idea to push these feelings down or ignore them when they come up. Instead, we should be aware of them as they happen. We can keep our feelings from taking over by being aware of them. Emotional intelligence is all about being able to recognize your feelings without becoming them. Start by being aware if you want to improve your emotional intelligence. When a feeling starts to build up in you, stop for a moment. What am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Don't act right away. Instead, sit with your feelings. Don't try to change or get away from them right away. Just let yourself feel them fully. For instance, don't act without thinking if you're angry in a tough situation. Take a few deep breaths and think about where your anger is coming from. Is it caused by worry, fear, or disappointment? Figuring out why you feel the way you do can help you act more wisely instead of letting your feelings control you. Buddhist teachings also tell us that feelings change over time. Feelings are like clouds in the sky. They come and go. Realizing that things change, we can keep ourselves from getting stuck in bad mental states. When you feel sad or anxious, know that these emotions will go away on their own, just like everything else. It takes time and practice to become emotionally intelligent, but it is a great way to get stronger emotionally. You can better control your feelings when you understand them. This makes it easier to stay strong even when things are hard. Lesson 2. Don't let too much negativity affect you. We are constantly exposed to bad things in this world, like on TV, on social media, and in unhealthy interactions. One thing that Buddhism teaches is how important it is to keep your mind safe from bad things. We need to be careful about what we let into our lives if we want to build mental strength. You can lose energy and mental strength when you're feeling negative. Being around negative people all the time makes it harder to keep an upbeat and balanced attitude. Because of this, it's very important to limit the bad things that happen in your life. First, be picky about what you let into your mind. Care must be taken with the mental food we eat to keep our emotional health in good shape, just like with the food we eat to keep our bodies healthy. Do not waste too much time on social media that spreads fear, anger, or hate, or on watching bad news. Pick material that makes you feel good instead. Buddhists believe in something called right speech, which tells us to talk to each other in kind, honest, and helpful ways. Don't just use this rule when you talk to other people. Use it when you talk to yourself too. Listen to what you're saying to yourself. Are you always putting yourself down or thinking about what you've done wrong? If so, it's time to stop being so negative with yourself. Surround yourself with people who are good will make your life better. It's not always possible to stay away from negative people, but it is important to set limits with those who make you feel bad. Spend time with people who make you feel good and support you to protect your mental space. Limiting your exposure to bad things doesn't mean ignoring the hard truths of life. Focusing on what gives you strength instead of what drains you is what it means. When you get rid of negative energy, you make room for good energy. This makes it easier to stay emotionally strong. Lesson 3. Engage in regular emotional detox. Every once in a while, our thoughts and emotions need to be cleaned out just like our bodies do. Emotional detox means getting rid of the feelings, thoughts, and mental junk that has been building up and is making us feel tired and weighed down. Buddhist teachings stress how important it is to let go of mental baggage on a regular basis in order to stay strong and at peace with yourself. Meditation is a strong way to completely clear your mind of negative thoughts. Meditation helps us clear our minds, think about how we feel, and let go of any bad thoughts we might be hanging on to. Buddhists believe that meditation can help them think more clearly and feel better emotionally. When you relax, you give yourself time and space to deal with feelings you may have been avoiding or pushing down. Set aside some time every day to just sit and be quiet. Pay attention to your breath and any feelings or thoughts that come up. Let them go instead of hanging on to them. Think of them as leaves that are carried away by a stream. Let go of any stress or emotional weight you are holding with each breath. Writing in a book is another way to clean up your emotions. Writing down your feelings and thoughts can help you get rid of emotions that are holding you back. Putting your feelings into words can help you see things more clearly and gain perspective. Buddhist beliefs say that we should think about ourselves and the world around us in order to learn more about them. Writing in a journal is a useful way to do this kind of self-reflection. It's also important to forgive as part of mental detox. When we hold on to grudges or hurts from the past, they can become mental blocks that stop us from moving on. Some Buddhist beliefs say that we should be kind and forgive others, but they also say that we should forgive ourselves. To not hold on to any anger, whether it is directed at someone else or yourself. Remember that forgiving someone doesn't mean you agree with their bad behavior. It means you let go of the mental weight that behavior has caused you. By adding these things to your life, you can regularly cleanse your emotions. When you get rid of emotional junk, you make room for emotional strength to grow. Lesson 4. Accept that failure is a way to learn. In life, you will always fail. How we handle loss, on the other hand, shows how emotionally strong we are. We should not see loss as a setback, but as a chance to grow as taught by Buddhism. Accepting failure as a way to learn gives us the mental strength to deal with life's problems in a strong way. There is a lot of advice in Buddhism about how to see life as a path of learning and growing. We're all always changing, so no one is perfect. It is normal to make mistakes and fail at times. If we have this attitude toward loss, we can turn it into something good, a lesson that makes us stronger and smarter. The idea of impermanence is one of the most important ideas in Buddhism. Life is full of changes, and nothing stays the same forever, not even our mistakes. This lesson tells us not to hold on to our mistakes too tightly. Both our wins and failures are not what make us who we are. When we understand that failure is temporary, we can let go of the emotional weight it holds and move on with a new sense of purpose. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, think about what you can learn from it. Then ask yourself, what did this teach me? How can I use this lesson to get better next time? This changes your view of failure and turns it into a chance to grow. Buddhists also say that we should live our lives with an open mind, being curious and wanting to learn. If you think about failing like a beginner, you're always open to new ideas and ways to solve problems. You don't give up when things go wrong. Instead, you're driven to keep trying because you know that each experience helps you learn and grow. Accepting loss as a way to learn makes us stronger emotionally by making us more resilient. It helps us remember that failing is just a step on the way to success and learning more about ourselves. Lesson 5. Create an emotional buffer zone. There are many random events in life that can make us feel different emotions. Making an emotional safety zone is one of the best ways to build emotional strength. Putting some healthy space between yourself and the things that make you feel bad will help you respond calmly instead of impulsively. It is a Buddhist practice to separate yourself from things. Detachment doesn't mean losing interest in things or being emotionally cold. It means putting distance between yourself and the things that make you feel bad. You can look at things objectively without letting your feelings get in the way when you practice separation. Start making an emotional safety zone by becoming more aware of the things that make you feel bad. What kinds of interactions, people or events make you feel very strongly? Once you know what sets you off, you can start to put some space between yourself and the situation. This doesn't mean avoiding problems. It means getting ready to deal with them in a calm and reasonable way. Take a few deep breaths before you answer, for example. If you know that certain talks make you feel defensive or angry, take a moment to think before you act. This short pause can help you deal with your feelings in a way that lets you react clearly instead of rashly. Practicing not being attached to results is another way to make an emotional buffer zone. Often, our mental pain comes from putting too much stock in a certain outcome. Buddhists teach us to pay attention to the way things happen instead of how they turn out. We can avoid the emotional ups and downs that come with disappointment when we let go of our rigid standards. Let go of the need for everything to go exactly as planned and trust that it will happen as it should. Setting up an emotional safety zone can help you stay grounded no matter what comes up. It gives you time and space to react calmly and mindfully, which makes you stronger emotionally. Lesson 6. Invest in mental fitness. We need to work out our minds to stay emotionally healthy, just like we need to work out our bodies every day. Buddhists believe that techniques like meditation, mindfulness, and self-discipline can help people get their minds in shape. These activities help us concentrate better, become more aware of our feelings, and strengthen our minds. One of the best ways to improve your mental health is to meditate. Meditation in Buddhism is more than just being still and quiet. It's about teaching the mind to stay calm and focused all the time. Your ability to stay focused and calm, even when things get tough, gets better when you practice regularly. Meditation teaches you to be aware of your feelings and thoughts without letting them rule you. This is a key skill for developing emotional strength. Another important part of mental health is mindfulness, which means being fully present in every moment. It means being aware of your ideas, feelings, and surroundings without getting lost in them. You can stay balanced and mentally strong even when things are stressful, because you are aware of them. Being mindful lets you watch your negative feelings without getting caught up in them, so you don't give in to them. Self-control is also important for mental health. Buddhism teaches that you need to be able to control yourself and have inner power. This doesn't mean depriving yourself of happiness or pleasure. It means learning to control yourself enough to make decisions that are good for your long-term health. Self-discipline is needed to do things like be patient, control your impulses, and stick to a daily meditation schedule. This practice makes you mentally and emotionally stronger over time. When you work on your mental health, you build inner strength that will help you in every part of your life. Your emotions are easier to handle when your mind is clear and strong. This makes it easier to deal with life's difficulties. Lesson 7. Prioritized self-care rituals. Taking care of your body, mind, and emotions is an important part of building emotional strength. Buddhists believe that taking care of themselves is an important part of staying balanced and at peace with yourself. By making self-care a priority, you improve your mental health and build a strong base for future resilience. Self-care habits can look different for everyone, based on their own wants and needs. For some people, taking care of themselves might mean going outside, doing yoga, or being artistic. For others, it might mean taking some time to rest, unwind, and think in peace. Find things to do that give you energy, make you feel calm, and make you feel like you've accomplished something. In Buddhism, Taking care of yourself by being aware is very important. This means giving your full attention to whatever self-care tasks you pick. Enjoy the present moment and let yourself fully rest and unwind, whether you're taking a bath, going for a walk, or having a cup of tea. Self-care that is done with awareness can help you relax and calm down, letting your mental reserves recover. Keeping a good mix between work, rest, and play is another important part of taking care of yourself. Buddhism teaches that balance is important in everything. We feel mentally drained when we work too hard or don't take care of our own needs. Rest and relax, and don't feel bad about it. Remember that taking care of yourself is not selfish. You need to do it to keep your mental strength up. Taking care of yourself is important for making sure you are mentally ready to deal with life's challenges. Taking care of yourself makes it easier to help others, and it also gives you the mental strength to stay strong no matter what. It takes a lifetime to build mental strength, but Buddhist teachings can help us develop the resilience we need to stay strong when things get tough. We can build lasting emotional strength by improving our emotional intelligence, limiting our exposure to negativity, regularly cleansing our emotions, seeing failure as a chance to learn, setting up an emotional safety net, putting effort into mental fitness, and making self-care a priority. Every one of these lessons can help us live our lives with more peace, focus, and balance. We can build up the mental strength to stay calm, collected, and strong no matter what life throws at us with time and practice.